All right, you guys, so we're going to get straight to the chase, man. A lot of you guys have been asking for the Giannis trade, and I wanted to take this time out to give my opinion on the Giannis trade rumors. Should we trade for Giannis? And in my opinion, I believe we shouldn't. The biggest reason is because basketball is a sport that needs continuity. You need to stay with your starting five, and you need to see what their chemistry can develop into and what their ceiling can ultimately become. Even though last year we went into the playoffs and had a deep run, everybody believes that this team was ready and they should have made a higher impact. But this is how I look at it, man. The New York Knicks, even though they had a talented starting five, they were lacking in their depth last season. They didn't have a great bench. They have the defense and the scoring in the second unit now to complement that starting five. So we won't truly know what level this team can get to until we see them perform in the postseason this year. If the Knicks can go all the way, and let's say they get to the finals, or let's say they win it, you don't need to make the Giannis move. I was an advocate of, yes, Giannis will be good on this team, but not at the cost of trading away 3 of your most valuable starters. And the way I look at it is, when you have a guy like Giannis who can get to the cup at will, that has that length, that can drive it to the rack, finish, get to that mid-range game, he would take so much pressure off of Jalen Brunson, but not at the expense of losing key contributors on that starting five. And this is what I think is going to happen. I believe we're going to go on a deep run. And if we don't get to the finals this year, there's a strong chance that Leon Rose pulls the trigger on the Giannis trade. That's how I look at it. This is the best chance the Knicks are going to have in years to get to the promised land. The Pacers don't have Halliburton. The Celtics, as of right now, do not have Jason Tatum. Your biggest threat is the Detroit Pistons, and they're going to be looking for blood. They've whooped us now twice this season, and we need to assert ourselves in the postseason. So this season, in my opinion, we're going to have to get to the finals or win the finals to keep this whole team intact. Obviously, we're up against the second apron. We're like literally knocking on that door, and we are already in the first apron, and we just signed Mikal Bridges last offseason, so we're up against that threshold, man. So before we can make any other moves, we need to win with this core. And I think this question needs to be answered with the New York Knicks. And this is going to decide whether we trade for Giannis or not. And it's going to be, can you win a championship when your 2 best offensive players are liabilities defensively? That's where it lies. So in my opinion, I believe that Mike Brown has his work cut out for him, because he's going to have to literally mix and match all postseason long, man. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, what they're going to look to do is they're going to look to target JB and Cat in those pick and rolls, get those switches, and they're going to attack them. And can you win with that style of defense? And we see the way the 2-man game works between JB and Cat. It's not great, especially given the fact that Cat is so talented at getting to the cup, laying in, shooting the 3. You would think that the Knicks would have probably, arguably, the best 2-man game in the NBA. Very similar to what the Denver Nuggets have with Jokic and Jamal Murray, which I saw those 2 in person. They're absolutely ridiculous in person. But that's what I think about it. Can the Knicks win with those 2 liabilities defensively? And I don't believe that Jalen Brunson is a liability on defense per se. He is a willing defender. I believe he's just not as great defensively because he's smaller. So even though he can stay in front of his guy, they can ultimately just shoot right over him. And I believe that's where the issue is with JB as a defender per se. Are you ready for this run? Do you think that the Knicks can go all the way? Let me know in the comments. Let's chop it up about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel, you guys. Check off the bell notification icon to become part of the family. That's all I got for you. Let's go Knicks, baby.